Time now for our team leader segment presented by Comcast, and Chattahoochee has come out firing on all cylinders this season. The Hooch have ripped off 6 straight wins to start the year, and a big reason for their success is their little TiVo at quarterback, Timmy Byerly. The Wesleyan Wolves look poised to make another run at a state title this season, and one of the cornerstones to their 9-0 record has been the outstanding play of lineman David Andrews. Sandy Creek looked to complete their first unbeaten season in school history and capture their 2nd straight state title, taking on Carrollton in the 3A championship game. Picked this one up in the first quarter off the punt. Bruce Dukes taking it around his own 30, and he's going to break a tackle, find the outside, and he is going to avoid the face mask right there and take it down the sideline before he finally gets tripped up. And then a couple of plays later, Ronnie Bell rolling out, and he is going to take it himself, going in for the 3-yard touchdown, gives the Patriots a 7-0 lead. Now it's time to spotlight an individual in our team leader segment. The Whitewater Wildcats missed the playoffs last year for the first time in school history, and if the Cats are going to make it back this year, they'll need strong performances from running back Josh Clemens.
1, 2, 3, protect the ball.
He's always ready to hit somebody, no matter what side of the ball he's on. Whitewater's Josh Clemens has been busting through lines and breaking tackles at running back for the past 3 seasons. And now that he's also playing linebacker on defense, there's a whole lot of number 21 flying around the field.
But he definitely helps us on both sides of the ball. Whichever side he's on, that side definitely improves because we got him over there.
I feel like playing running back, I know what a running back thinks, where they like to go, so when I'm at linebacker, I pretty much look out for that kind of stuff. And after you getting hit all day by these guys, it's nice to go on the other side and give a look back.
Because of Clemens' size and explosiveness, he's being recruited by the who's who of college football from around the South, but he wasn't always sure that the calls would come from the next level.
It was kind of scary at first. I thought that maybe nobody was going to come after me. And then once I got that first one, then they started rolling, and I got some confidence, and I just started working, keep working, and worry about that at the end.
You know, the offers have come in, and I figure there'll be even more before the end of the year. But one good thing is he has 6 or 7 already there. You know, so he don't have to worry about those kind of things.
And it doesn't hurt that Josh comes from NFL pedigree. His dad, Charlie Clemens, played 7 seasons at linebacker for the Rams, Saints, and Texans, and has a Super Bowl ring from the Rams' 1999 championship season, which means that Josh has plenty of insight into the game and knows exactly what it takes to play on Sundays.
It's kind of cool looking back on it, see what he did and stuff like that, and get the insight on stuff at linebacker because it's new to me. He teaches me a little stuff about it and make sure I'm doing the right thing and make sure I'm working hard and training off season and stuff like that.
Even though Josh is playing his dad's old position, he sees his future in the backfield and is ready to make his own mark on the game.
I like running back better. I mean, people thought I would follow my dad's footsteps and be a linebacker, but I kind of like running the ball and making a name for myself.
His team came up 1 game short of winning a state title last season.
And the 2009 Class 5A Boys Championship will go to Wheeler.
But if Milton Shannon Scott has anything to do with it, they'll be right back there this year to finish the job.
That's our main focus right now, is just getting back to the championship game and then playing whoever's at the top right there and then being able to beat them and getting a ring.
We were able to make it to the championship game last year, and we have some very good players back, so we'd like to win at least 1 more game.
Winning 1 more game than last year won't be an easy task, but Shannon and his other junior class talent have at least 2 more seasons to do just that. But with success comes a bullseye, and Shannon knows the pressure's on.
Everyone keeps talking to us about it, like we have to win a championship nationals. We're all coming back, and then we can't lose any game, so that's a lot of pressure, but we're ready to face it all.
If you combine that with being the son of North Carolina legend Charlie Scott, who just happens to have an Olympic gold medal and an NBA title under his belt, you can see why expectations are so high for Shannon.
He's got some big shoes to fill. His dad was rated the 7th best player in the history of the ACC and won an Olympic gold medal and won an NBA championship with the Celtics. I think Shannon has a chance to make his own mark.
And he's going to get a chance to make that mark at Ohio State. Shannon committed to the Buckeyes earlier this season, and there's no doubt that he's already setting his goals for college and beyond.
I want to be able to go to college and then be very successful there, get a NCAA championship, and then continue to the NBA and then be successful there. Just making the best of my career, not settling short for anything.
They share the same name.
Hey, I'm John McClain.
But this John McClain refuses to die on the court, no matter what the stakes.
The matches have been pretty tough as well, especially the hot conditions.
But those matches aren't just any matches, they're US Open qualifying ones. And after leaving the game to become a coach, McClain is back for the sequel to his career and trying to make it all the way to New York City.
It'd be something that I've always dreamed about, being there, and finally, and I just taken all the atmosphere and just have a good time.
At the age of 27, his best days are behind him. But this veteran refuses to quit, and you can never count out John McClain.
In tennis years, that's pretty old. But yeah, I think I still have a pretty quick step for my age at the moment.
His journey brought him all the way to the quarterfinals of the Southern section, where one man was standing between him and the semifinals, John Lawrence.
Come on, hit it, let's go.
One winner, only one.
Come on!
It was clear from the beginning that McClain had his hands full. With every shot, the rivalry grew, and something had to give.
Started to get a little tension, a little bit. The points started getting more tighter. And mentally, it'll take a toll on you.
After taking the first set, McClain found himself with his back against the wall, down 4-2 in the second. But John would come back with a vengeance.
I knew I had him. I knew I could hold serve. He was getting a little tired and wilted a little bit. And his serve started to slow down a little bit. So I wanted to take advantage of that and start moving him around a lot more.
Once McClain went up 6-5, it was only a matter of time before he finished him off for good.
It was definitely a grueling battle. My opponent was kind of frustrated in the first set and making a lot of errors. Started the second set, he geared it back up and got himself pumped back up and made it a lot tougher.
In the end, this John McClain beat the odds, moved on to the next round, and lived to die another day. It's been a whirlwind summer for Melanie Oudin.
Tremendous effort for a qualifier like Melanie Oudin.
And she's got the bag to prove it.
I'm Melanie Oudin, and I was in England for the past 3 weeks at Wimbledon. This is my tennis bag right here, and it's not exactly the cleanest thing you've ever seen. Haven't had time to clean it out since Wimbledon, so let's take a look at it. Here, I got my rackets, 5 of them right now. Got my hat, I love wearing, phone, brush, and my raisins that I use and eat during my matches. Give me a lot of energy. Definitely help out there on the court. We have a pack of cards. I like playing at tournaments. Definitely, time goes by a lot faster when you're playing that in the rain, stuff at Wimbledon. A couple tennis balls, still actually from Wimbledon, I brought back with me. This pocket, we got Gatorade to drink, after practice and stuff. And then basically just change of clothes because it is so hot in Atlanta right now. Just a little bit of sunscreen for me. It's not exactly the cleanest thing you've ever seen, but that's okay. And basically that's about it.
Somewhere else in that bag is a smaller bag of tricks that Melanie unleashed on her opponents at Wimbledon. And after her run at the All England Club, her game and pro career are headed in the right direction.
It was amazing. Everything about it was just unbelievable. I mean, I did way better than I ever thought I would, and I fought really hard, and I played some really good tennis, and that's all I could ask for.
She's come a long way, and it's nerve-wracking. I mean, she nearly lost in the qualifying and fought back and won that. And then, just with every win, it was just like, it was very nice. I mean, very proud of her.
With her upset win over Jelena Jankovic, the eyes of the tennis world were focused squarely on Oudin, which created a media frenzy and made her the new darling of American tennis.
It was pretty overwhelming, actually. everyone wanted to talk to me and get to know me and see what I had to say, and it was a little bit crazy, definitely different from what I'm used to.
The emotional stress of playing 7 matches and being thrust onto the world scene definitely took its toll. But now that she's had a taste of success on the big stage, Melanie's even more determined to take it to a higher level.
Mentally, she believes she can play with these people and beat them now, whereas before she knew I could play with them, but actually beating them is a different story. Now she knows she can beat the top players. So for me right now, you know, Wimbledon was great, but it's history. We got to focus on the next level of play.
It definitely gave me more confidence, but I'm gonna be ready for my next tournaments, you know, and I'm gonna try to keep playing like I've been playing and get better and better.
The route is on, 28-0 Brookwood. Broncos starting again, Ben McClain airing it out, and Bryce Smith using his feet to haul it in.